Cheers to
Salud.
This Is Life. This is life. You know, we want to help people helping people. We are all here together. Why not be successful? Why not help each other? Why not be something? And there doesn't have to be so much picking and hating and judging. And this is a free judge zone. I don't judge anybody, and you always welcome in here. So
I judge people all the time.
Well, you know what, dude? Cheers to good friends, great energy, and a live chat room in this podcast. Hey, yo, this is life. Thank you, everyone. Newcomers, old comers, friends, family. We love you all. Shout the fuck out. If you're afraid to talk to me or if I am too aggressive for you, go fuck yourself. But if you're not and you're interested in talking, you know, please pick up the phone, holler at me. And my own experiences, I left at 16. I moved out when I was 16 years old, people. I had 3 jobs, my own, and I had a baby. I am so damn blessed to have you as my partner in crime.
Always, baby.
We don't need friends, you know why? Because we have each other. Cheers on that.
Cheers on
Salud.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're bugging. Well, I guess.
Can't even take that. And away we go.
Sorry for the black screen. Give me 1 second.
It's coming. We had somebody get in here late.
CPT time, yo.
CPT time. Hey, baby.
We're coming. We're coming. Don't worry.
Listen, guys, we got a great show going tonight, and I'll just start off by saying special. What the fuck?
All right, we mean I have to just restart the whole thing.
That sucks.
Give me 1 second.
Oh my god.
Little thing. Stream resumed.
Watching.
All right, now it says resumed.
Okay, sounds good.
But now it's frozen again.
Mine's not frozen.
Give it a second.
All right.
The fuck? What?
Is it gonna be a different link?
Hang on. Here we go.
So we're still in the same room.
Yes, we still should be in the same room.
This is crazy.
Everything should be normal. Just give it a second. Live stream health says it's going.
All right.
So we're on. We're on.
We're on.
Sorry guys, the OBS fucking weirded out on us, and it's still.
It just bugs me out.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody, we have a great show again. Our friend Khalif, my husband Rocky. Let's get it going. I have a lot of interesting topics I'd like to speak on. First, I want to say, how dope was that documentary? Have you watched Murder Mountain?
Murder Mountain, yeah.
Fucking.
But we're still not done with it. We only watched the first episode.
Oh, really? There's more?
Oh, yeah, it's a series.
Oh, I thought this was one.
Did you watch it?
Not at all, so now I got time to catch
It's
up.
Humboldt County in California. It's all weed growers. And people go missing all the time there. Like,
thousands.
like it
By the
type missings, you know what I mean? By like a lot of fucking people,
no
yeah.
nothing.
But there's so many places you can hide a body up there.
Think about it, you know?
Yeah.
Break the body
But it's
down.
creepy because
Into the
people, they say people will go up there to live a dream, like to be alone, to be...
Or to get away from.
Get away from where they are.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of young kids go there thinking, hey, this is the weed capital of the world. Not literally, but let's go up there and grow and live like hillbillies or whatever. But it doesn't work out that way, you know. And it's super creepy that you see all these posters, these parents looking for their kids.
And the weird thing is, like, you see the people involved in this, and they all seem like hippie-ish. So it's like...
Who would do this out there?
Yeah,
you know?
like they don't seem like the types that would be these murderers, but you got to remember, they're in the drug game. And the drug game's always the drug game until it's not the drug game anymore and it's legal.
Right? There's a few people who went to go work for farms, on the farms, and they disappeared. And, like, the parents, I'm thinking to myself, well, did you go out there? Like, you know, this one father hasn't gone out there, but he hasn't heard from his son in a year.
Wow.
And I'm like, do you go and say hi? Would you get in touch? They said the police out there is really small, too. They're like, it's a very small... So what are they going to really do? I mean, I guess that's pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, people disappear all the time, but you're talking about going to a place that you hear naturally people disappear. I wouldn't go there.
No.
I wouldn't go there.
But it's that whole, hey, man, I'm working with weed. And I'm getting paid for it.
It's curiosity. That's the problem with nature.
A lot of those places, they give you room and board.
Yeah.
So like you work there and you live there too.
You don't leave. This one kid said he was working like 14 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
He was working like a dog, and they went back. They woke him up whenever they wanted him to work, and stuff like that. And it's like you have to watch and see these things and tell yourself it's not a good idea to try.
No.
I wouldn't try that.
We're in the weed game officially, but legally through stocks.
Through stocks, people. Yeah, we are definitely. You know what? I believe in natural medicine. I believe that it will help a lot of people. So I'm gonna put my heart into it. I believe.
Yeah.
I believe.
Well, I just think in the world we're turning into in America, as far as marijuana goes, somebody's got to come out on top. So why not,
change for the times.
Invest in both.
Yeah, you got to bet on a horse.
One's gonna go. Might as well take both.
So we'll see. We'll see. Once those hemp factories open.
Yeah. It's gonna be good times. Sally Dow.
Oh, I can't wait.
So,
hemp everything, bro.
Right.
Hemp salads.
Because the one.
Ham salad.
The one that I.
What kind of salad's a ham salad?
The one I got, they were already on track to get it going. Now I just read today, weed will be legal and smokable in New York by April 2020. Recreationally.
Wow.
That'd be amazing.
The plan is April 2020, which I knew it wasn't going to happen this year. It just doesn't work that way.
It's too fast.
But if April 2020 seems like a date that could happen, what better month than April?
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, because that's your favorite month.
Yeah, so far that shit. You know, my favorite month.
So.
All right. You want to talk about the Feldmeister, Corey Feldman?
I do want to talk about Corey Feldman. And let me start by saying that, sometimes I'll click a link and just be like, fuck, let me see what this is about. And I clicked on it and I ended up watching and not only feeling bad for some of the things I heard, but also feeling blessed that I did not have to live that kind of horror. But as you all know, Corey Feldman and who's his friend Corey?
Haim.
They were young child stars, and their parents pretty much sold them. They would not let him eat or sleep or do anything until he learned the lines he had to learn. They would keep him captive in his house. They were very abusive, not loving at all.
This is Feldman?
This is Feldman.
Okay.
And he, now, through his experience, pretty much everybody who starts as a child star is basically exploited by their parents. Their parents don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. They're using their children to make some type of living.
Yeah.
And also being that young, he never had control of his money. And he never knew what he had. Before he was 16, I believe he said he made $1 million, which now that's not a lot. But to them, then it was a lot. And his parents were in control. By the time he was 18, 2 years, he kind of went to go find out. He's like, look, I'm 18. I want to be emancipated. I want to know how much money I have. That's it. There was 40 grand left.
Wow.
Now, that's not even the fucking end.
Mm-hmm.
40 grand left. And then his own father sued him in court for his publicist fees, for all of these things, for the $40,000. And his father was like, you need to pay me this. I deserve it. The courts gave it to him because it was real charges. And Corey started with 0 at 18. No fucking money.
And that's when his career was dried up.
Yeah.
At 18.
He had nothing. He was on the balls of his ass. Of course, he does music now and he does a lot of other things. But he made a great point on one of the interviews, and he was like, as a child star, you don't have a childhood.
Superuglyshow.
You don't get to do things. You don't get to go to parties or sleepovers or go to regular school. You're segregated into this little circle of just adults, and what you don't realize is you're in control. All these other adults are in control of you. Your parents aren't even there. There's people just passing you around from part to part to do this, to this. And, when he was younger, the whole story about Michael Jackson went around, a whole bunch of child stars and young people. And he was like, I spent a lot of time with Michael, and let me tell you, I was able to be a child. And that Michael, he would always tell Michael that he hated himself, the way he looked.
Wow.
He hated his life, and Michael would tell him, don't you ever say that about yourself. Like, that Michael Jackson was actually the only person who allowed him to be a child and made him feel like love. He swore he has never, ever done an inappropriate thing, which I fucking second that, and I wouldn't believe it for a minute that Michael Jackson would do something like that.
Really?
But I don't think that... Because he's mentally young, or he's slow, or he had childhood problems, and I can see, because he was abused and he didn't have a childhood either, I could see how he would be a kid for the rest of his life and want to give kids something to do and fun and you know, all the things he had at his house. I could kind of see him turning into, like, an overbearing, wanting to be a child, like, wanting to hang out with kids and be a kid. Like, Michael Jackson's life was even fucking sadder. Like, you know, these people grow up and you go, I want that life. I wish I was a millionaire. I wish I was an actor. There's a lot of actresses and actors that get into drugs because of what they have to go through. You know, there's a lot of things that go on behind closed doors that we don't even know about. Mm-hmm. So as I'm reading up about him, and I have to say, you know, no matter what, everybody has their own trials and errors in life, all right? No, everybody's got their own shit. Whoever got molested, this one got beat up, that one got raped, this one got druggy. Everybody has their own shit, and no one has a right to fucking judge. So I'm not here to do that. What I am saying is I would like to know what the truth is, what this is that he's saying. I want to know. You know, he explains that being in these movies and stuff, men, all men, would all of the men that were in Hollywood, it was not really women. He said it was mostly men, and one specific, that would take them to parties and say, oh, this one's having a party, we're going.
The soda parties. I've heard of this.
Go on this party. They'd give them a whole bunch of alcohol and drugs to 16.
It was all a bunch of, like, kid stars that would be at these things.
Yes. And, you know, he said that they would get them so fucked up they wouldn't be able to kind of fight him off, and that these men would molest them, would rape them. And
fucked.
The person that was doing this to him for many years threatened, of course, had taken dives at his life. This guy's very powerful, and he wouldn't even speak his name. You know, but, you know, him and the other Corey, they had a show together too, Corey. And on one of the shows, they went at each other.
The reality show.
Yeah, one of them was, you know, the other one was saying, you know, you fucking watched me get raped at 14, you did nothing about it. And then the other Corey goes, you want to talk about the fucking truth? You watched me get fucking raped too.
But, hold up, you're 14 years old. Like, what am I going to do?
And they were all drugged up too.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean,
that's something
it's just fucked up, twisted. Yeah,
oh, it's fucked up, of course. But to put that on your friend like that, like, hey, don't do that shit. That ain't cool.
Shit, at that age, you know, you look after your friends to look after you.
Yeah,
like,
but again, when there's a grown man imposing his will on you, you know what I mean? Like, and Corey Haim was a waif. I don't know if you know who Corey Haim is, but in that movie Lucas, he was like fucking 90 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
You know, he's not this, you know, big imposing dude. So, fuck that.
But at the end of the day, you know what they're saying, though? He's saying that, you know, because they're so rich, these people, they do whatever the fuck they want to these kids.
Odds in the room. I want you to, every week, just remind us if Corey got back to us yet. All right?
And so, of course, we're hoping that he does get back to us.
I'm hoping, too.
I think that you're making fun right now. He's definitely going to come through. I'm going to pull
you see how sensitive she gets?
Yeah, you were just being sarcastic, and that's okay.
You see how upset she gets?
Oh, I'm so vicious.
Do you see that?
I'm vicious.
I try to have a little fun, and then she gets so mad.
I'm vicious.
Why can't we have a little fun?
We can always have a little fun, just not on my watch. So, you know, what do you think? I mean, what are your feelings? What do you think? Do you think that, you know, someone would say something like this just for fucking...
Yes, I do, but I also believe that there is shit going on in Hollywood, and always has been, with children, women.
Mostly boys, which is pretty fucking sick.
No, even the young girls, because there were stories of, like, Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes. And Shirley Temple was a baby.
Who is that other young star, for the girl from Poltergeist?
The one that passed away?
Yeah, the puffy cheek girl.
They had said, the older girl that was in the movie with her admitted that they both had producers touch them when they were children, and that that little girl, was actually raped She was ass raped, to be exact.
Whoa.
And
Is this confirmed?
Yes, there's an article on it.
Well, let's just say allegedly, just in case.
They said she died of a heart attack, which is true. But what happened was, when they did an autopsy, the trauma from being raped, and she had, like...
Well, she had a disease, too.
She did, but they blamed it on the disease and that she had a heart attack.
She had, like, mumps or something. I don't know.
But, yeah, mumps. But she was also, they said, raped, and she had a heart attack out of the trauma. Like, she was being raped while she died. Okay, that's what they're saying. So
well, that girl's a little troublemaker, though. I mean, yeah, but look at all the troubles that little girl brought around her, though.
All the fucking extraterrestrial shit?
Yeah, the ghosts. I mean, they've even moved and it followed her. I mean, come on.
That's a movie, you know?
Well, she seems like a real troublemaker, if you ask me.
Of course, that's what he would say.
Yeah, I'm shaking my head now.
Don't ever try to get...
I wanted to bring this up.
Go.
Okay, Michael Jackson's such a good guy, right? Mm-hmm. Would you let Louis be alone with him?
I wouldn't let Louis be alone.
Thank you.
I won't let my children be alone with anybody I don't know.
But it's Michael Jackson.
I don't know him. I don't give a fuck.
Not with that voice.
Yes, but you were all like, yeah, he's not going to do nothing.
If I knew him, I wouldn't.
Okay, but like, he's Michael Jackson, right? And, you know, he takes an interest
I'd let my kids be alone with Uncle Vinny, Uncle Mark, Uncle Robert.
Yeah, they're not accused pedophiles.
Yeah, I know that they're not accused pedophiles, but Michael Jackson was attacked a lot. I mean, they had very sad lives, and even in love stars.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson, what a sad life, living in fucking in a castle with his own amusement park.
Money didn't make him happy. Okay, he was abused his whole.
Oh no, his life was miserable. Of course, he
had it.
No, he was miserable. His father, from day one, his father beat the fuck out of him and his brothers.
Yeah.
You know, he was forced into everything he did, and then once the machine got rolling on him, that was it. He was non-existent. He's still arguably one of the most, if not the most famous person ever to live.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Elvis Presley close.
I would think Jackson takes Elvis.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah, because I think the younger generation still know Michael, but I don't think they really know Elvis. Because we're not into Elvis like that. You know what I mean? But we will play some Michael Jackson on a Sunday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, you know? Sunday mornings is strictly for R&B and, like, hip-hop-ish type music, but light, you know? Like, we keep it with the...
R&B and hip-hop-ish.
And it's a guarantee. If you
Michael Jackson would be considered R&B.
Everybody knows we imitate.
Yeah, rhythm and blues.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. I'm thinking of different... I don't know. I'm just saying.
But, usually on Sundays we hit up the Al Green
Fuck you, Dave.
The Al Green channel.
Who him here tonight? Oh, that's right, it was me. So anyway, so that's that. You know, I really wanted to touch on this subject. I really don't know everything. Of course, I'm reading articles, and you can't believe everything you read.
But even in Disney movies, you know, we were watching some the other day, and it turns out all the princes are pedophiles.
Yes.
Snow White was 14, Ariel was 16. Like, all the princesses are underage, and these princes
are coming along.
Seem to be full-grown men.
Yep, and taking these little girls.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's true.
We watched the Fire Fest documentary, too. Did you watch that?
Oh, my God.
Do you know the Fire Fest? It was that festival they were having in the Bahamas. Ja Rule was involved in, and they
all fucked up and shut down.
Dude, they were selling tickets for like thousands and thousands of dollars.
$25,000 for a bungalow, and there was no bungalow.
And the bungalow was like a FEMA dome tent with like 2 mattresses that got wet when it rained. And the whole thing was a shit show, but people showed up. Like, they kept selling shit to this thing, knowing this ain't fucking gonna happen. They're paying the island people to work on it. They couldn't pay them. The dude who set it all up, I forget his name right now, but he's locked up right now. He got fucking ixnayed. But this whole thing, dude, the way they were duping everybody, and they had like legit models sign on to like endorse it. So Kendall Jenner and I don't know any of the models' names, but famous ones were all like posting about this thing and showing the promo video. And then when it came down to it, this guy just took everybody's money, but he couldn't deliver. So
piece of shit.
Yeah, but dude, the people showed up. Like, people were there at the Bahamas with nowhere to go. Thinking, they had bracelets. They're like, yeah, they'll pick us up. They'll take us there.
They're just stranded.
And they brought them to the site, but it was not finished.
Yeah.
So it became like Lord of the Flies, where everyone was just thieving from each other. A girl had like a pallet of toilet paper that she wouldn't give up, and she was trading it for other shit. They had no water, no electricity. The bathrooms weren't working. Like, it was crazy. And hundreds and hundreds of people showed up on this first day, and they were stranded at the fucking airport.
No food. They had nothing, and they were supposed to be getting nice places. So
yeah.
The plane
and
that
these
they
are
were
rich
on,
people that are used to being accommodated to.
Oh my God! They said the plane was worse than being in economy. Like, this plane they had was like a knockoff plane. It was fucked up.
Yeah, because when you got to the island, you were supposed to get like a private jet to the site, and they were on some ghetto ass fucking.
Wasn't even JetBlue.
The model on the plane was like, this is below
like
economy. She's like, this is the worst.
It was bad, yeah.
And the whole thing just became a shit show. This guy got locked up, and somehow Ja Rule got away fucking squeaky clean. I don't know. That works.
Yeah, he had something to do with this.
Oh, he was a big part of it. He was a huge part of it. And
there was a lot of artists that were going to be there, but the publicist backed them all out because he was like, I figured out what was fucking going on, and it was pouring rain the day before. They weren't even halfway done setting up before the day that people were coming.
Yeah, that was Blink 182. They were supposed to be there, which, who the fuck wants to see Blink 182?
Blink 182.
In 2018? Like, you're paying $25,000 to go see Blink 182?
Well, no, there's other artists there, too, that were worth the money. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
there wasn't that many billed. There was, like, good music, which could be anything.
Right.
And Blink 182, and there was, like, one or two other people. But no one was even, like,
it wasn't
spoken to about it. That was the other thing. Like, some of these people they were promoting and didn't even get calls. The whole thing is fucked up. That's another thing on Netflix you can check out.
It's like,
it was good. There's two of them.
Did they send like Nicki Minaj somewhere when she didn't have, it was like a fake concert like a month ago or something?
Oh, I don't know.
Like China,
they gotta be
some crazy shit.
People make up shit all the time. I'm gonna put a ticket on there and be like, hey, I'm selling this. This is a ticket to go sit with the president, and it's because I said so. Come buy this. Who the fuck does that anyway? I mean, I would want to see pictures, not fake drawings. They had fake drawings as what the rooms would look like.
Yeah.
There wasn't a picture of the room.
No.
No. They had air mattresses in fucking white tents, bro.
Sounds like they caught a lot of suckers.
Yes, they did. Well, I think he's in jail, right, babe?
Oh, yeah. The guy's in jail.
You know, so
how long is
he ain't going nowhere.
Any idea how much time he has to do?
I'm not sure.
There was a lot. He got a lot. And then he got out of jail on $200,000, $300,000 bail. Yeah. And he picked up another scam, selling tickets for the Grammys that he really didn't have tickets for. And so he got caught doing that. And so then they gave him like triple what they were going to give him.
Yeah, that dude's insane.
I'm like, you just got out of fucking jail.
He's clearly insane.
And now you're doing it again? Like, instead of working on your case, you're making it worse because that's how fucking...
Well, he probably planned on making a run for it.
I don't even know. Like, who the fuck does that?
He probably planned on making a run for it, but it didn't work out. Like
nice. He definitely can't make a run now. They got him by his pinky toe.
Yeah.
Got you by your pinky toe.
Yeah, that dude's fucked.
Chop it off.
I'm trying to find this video that I had. I want to show you guys.
It was so fucked up, too, because they had all these models come out and do, like, a shoot and a video, and they said that these models would be there. They even endorsed Kylie Jenner, and they had her put on there that she was going to be there, and then, was it Kylie, right?
Both of them.
Oh, yeah, that they were going to be there, blah, 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 and she had to, like, go back to all her fans, because they were, like, getting on her, like, you weren't part of this, blah. It was, like, all a facade. They had all these people lie just to get the thing going.
But they didn't know they were lying. That was the thing.
They didn't know they were lying, exactly, you know?
Yeah, that was a fucked up whole thing there. What do you want to get to? We can talk about that Russia thing if you want.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
So, you don't bother me while I'm working. What do you want?
I apologize.
What do you need?
I was wondering if there was someone around here to get us a drink or something.
Oh, yeah, excuse me.
Someone?
Chantuan, come get us a drink, please. Hello, would be you, Khalif, might I add. Go get the fucking drink before I don't give you your pay later.
Here we go. All right.
So,
I got it.
This whole...
Hold on, I want to show you. I'm going to play you this video.
Alright, this is the video for...
I'm going to bring it up here, too. Yes.
For the fake
No. This is something that I'm showing you guys. I'm going to turn it around in a second.
Oh, okay. No, I'm watching here. I'm seeing. What are you doing right now that I
why is
can't
it on
see
that
us
one?
up right now?
No, it's all right. You see both.
I don't.
There you go.
I see my picture of the intro.
Yeah.
Babe.
Oh, fuck. Did it stop again?
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything. No, it's going. All right. Yeah. All right. No, I was going to bring up this video, but it was on the wrong thing. Richie gave me the wrong info. Always Richie giving me wrong info.
Well, whatever it is that's going on, it's super annoying because we're supposed to be enjoying the show. And, of course... I fucking love this thing.
You're a nerd. No, I'm going to get it on, though. I want to show you this video. But what did he say? What was the secret?
He's asking me to get him on to the show on his thing.
Who?
Mr. Khalif.
Oh. Duh. Sorry.
I mean, duh.
Why don't you talk about this Russia Sundown thing?
All right, so Creepy Crazy, this comes, though, from also that other documentary. Kind of blends in there together. So, a little while ago, Russia, midday, it was 11 a.m., immediately everything, and I'm not just talking, like, everything went black. You could not see stars. You couldn't see anything. It was black. The sky was black, like as if something went in front of the sun. And this lasted from 11 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And now, of course, the government's saying that it was a small eclipse or something like that. But it only happened over two areas of Russia. Like, they use a specific word, I forgot what they said. But
territories, maybe, or
like two,
whatever they call their states or countries.
Yeah, like two states within. That was only happening in 2. The rest of them had nothing like that. It was daylight.
That's weird. What did anyone see anything blocking the sun?
No, they couldn't see anything. It was just black, and then all of a sudden it just came on. It like went off, and then just came on.
Now that's weird.
There's, of course, people are thinking that it was some type of.
I'm gonna pause this because I want you guys to see it together.
Okay, but they're saying that they thought it was obviously like extraterrestrial, alien based. That they were coming and hovering over the sun for those 2
Don't
places.
worry, I'm shrinking it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like they think that, and of course the government has something different to say. No, we were doing a practice. What they say? Satellite practice something. It went across the sun and. They try to explain it. It just doesn't make any fucking sense to me how the sun just shuts off in 2 states of Russia.
Yeah, it is very weird. It's very weird. But I don't know, like, what an explanation could be. Because what are you using that's blocking the sun? Like, that's a hard thing to block.
And just over 2 areas, 2 fucking states? Like...
Yeah. I don't know. It's very weird to me. You're right. It's, a hard thing to pull off, too, I would imagine.
You know what I mean?
So, whatever the explanation is...
No, the wolf blood eclipse we had here, and it made the moon red.
Yeah, and that was at night.
Yeah,
it was the moon, not the sun.
And it was clear. Yeah, this is the sun. It was 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the afternoon that the sun just turned off. So, we've been looking into stuff like that. It's super important. Before we get to the next subject...
I'm going to show you guys. This is an ad from PETA over in England. Now, I'm going to play this.
Okay.
And you guys just, let me know what you think when it's done.
Okay.
Remember, this is PETA. The animal protecting people.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the guy's name.
No, PETA. We throw red paint on your fur coats and,
right. Okay.
PETA. All right, Ka?
Go.
Take a look over here.
Red ink on my red coat.
This guy's my favorite. so into it. There he is again. He's got purple sweats on.
Yes! Oh my god!
This is such a... Was that not some crazy ass shit?
Is this a fact that if you increase your sexual stamina by going vegan?
I don't think so. I mean,
but isn't that fucking weird? Like, what kind of ad is that?
Yeah,
why would you think to do that for a vegan ad?
Vegetables and fruits bouncing your shoulder as a...
Are they also saying don't suck dick?
They're clearly reaching out.
I think they're saying use vegetables during sex.
But they're clearly reaching out to males to tell males to go vegan.
Right.
I mean, they're trying to tell women, listen, your guy's gonna have a bigger slung if he only eats vegetables.
Yeah, that's false advertising. You don't eat vegetables, it's not gonna make your dick bigger.
No, stamina. They said stamina.
Stamina.
Well, he said big dick.
But that's what it looks like. And I know if I eat a lot of broccoli, it increases the testosterone count in the body.
And also the fucking gas that comes out of your ass.
Hey man, some women are probably into that type of stuff.
Not any I ever known.
Don't be fucked up. Don't be fucked up right now.
That is
but really, that really has to be the most awkward commercial I've ever fucking seen.
Right?
Yeah, next to
For that though,
commercial.
you know, if that was like a funny goof like on Saturday Night Live, I could see that. But this can't be.
But you see, no, that's serious. That's England though. That's how England gets down. You know what I mean? If that commercial aired over here, forget it. They'd be outraged. Everyone would be upset.
Would be offended about the fruit. No fruit was
where are the black guys?
In that commercial.
No none.
No
it's
black
England,
guy.
bro. There's only like 3 black guys in England, and Idris Elba's, I think, over here now.
I can't put a freaking fake ass big schlong on me. It's because you're trying to say automatically they just judge us to have it, so you're not allowed to be in a commercial like that.
Oh my fucking god!
I don't think that was insinuated at all.
Are we bringing this to this area now?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yo, let me ask you a question.
You should have been in that commercial.
The Hebrew black Israelites. Okay. What the fuck are they about?
I have no idea.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
The Hebrew black Israelites.
You know who I'm talking about? You ever be in the city and the people stand on the black guys stand in the corner and yell out racial shit about how white man's the devil? And...
I just assumed that they're just black Muslim men who.
No, they're not Muslim. They're Hebrew Israelites.
You know what? I don't know, my man. You know what?
You've never seen these guys?
What is an Israelite?
Israeli.
Some form of Judaism, I guess.
What?
I don't know. And I'm trying to figure this out.
Somebody look that up.
Because these guys are the whole reason that shit started in Washington with the kids and the Native American. Did you see anything about that?
Man.
What?
Nah, man.
Yeah. We're not even going to get into this whole thing.
No.
Okay.
But we can. Fuck it. How did you not hear about this? There was a group of high school kids. They were visiting Washington, and they were also involved in some anti-abortion march. They go to some Christian school in Kentucky.
Oh my god!
You know, so just imagine where their heads are at. They're all wearing MAGA hats, "Make America Great Again," and yeah. So they're there. They're there doing their abortion thing. Over here are the black Hebrew Israelites, and in the middle was the Native Americans doing their Freedom Land protest, whatever the hell they were doing to. So the story went that the teens were trying to intimidate the Native American, which that wasn't the case, because when you watch the longer video, what happened was the black Israelites were yelling racial shit at the kids and calling their dads F words and all sorts of, crackers and, all sorts of shit. And those kids started doing some kind of school spirit chant at them. And in between, the Native American was trying to come through, and all the kids were letting him through. And then he got face to face with this one kid who had like a shitting grin on his face.
Yeah.
And that's where you see the video from, is this kid looking intimidating in the Native American's face. Now, the Native American claims this kid, when he tried to move, kept, blocking his way,
right.
Which there's no video proof of that, so it's, that's his word against the kids. But the way the media portrayed this was that these aggressive white kids were being mean to a Native American. And for some reason, now this black Israelite thing's coming out, but people are still kind of brushing that under the rug.
What?
Like, they're not being like, what the fuck is going on over there with these people? Because neither one of you know who the black Israelites are. You're black and you don't know who they are.
Let me ask you one question. Wait.
I'm actually a hybrid I'm of mixed.
He's Irish, he's Polish, and he's Danish. No, is this one street like a cross and they're on each corner?
No, they were in like in front of the Lincoln Memorial, I believe.
Gotcha.
Really? That's so fucking crazy. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, my logic to this is, why the fuck do you care what anybody else is doing in their lives, what color, religion, what they believe? Why do you care if it's not in your bed or you're in your house?
Because people do for some reason.
It's
people
stupid.
Get into other people's business.
They're wasting their time.
Their time is this garbage.
They're telling me, you're not allowed to have freckles, get rid of them.
Pretty much. But
the fuck? Why do you care if I have freckles?
But these black Israelites, they are aggressively racist, like, and very like upfront about it, to the point where their message is the same as the KKK's. Why does
backwards?
Pretty much. Why does nobody know about this group, this religion or organization, whatever it is?
People know
whatever
of
it
them,
is.
Just us three just happen to like.
No, I knew of them. I've seen them in the city before.
I don't remember.
I've seen them in the city where they'll stand on, and there'll be a bunch of guys next to the main guy who's standing on the box yelling his shit, and all just standing there being intimidating, you know, like where people, and they're right on a fucking busy corner.
I don't know how cops could allow that though. Why don't they tell them to go?
They probably get permits, and it's freedom of speech.
Permits, yeah, of course.
They can't deny you a permit, you know.
So crazy.
Exactly.
I mean, they can, but
I would never say. I would never say shit like that. Like, I would never come out of my fucking mouth and say, that fucking Spanish asshole. Like, the word of what they are, like their ethnicity or their religion or their beliefs. Like, when you use words like that, you sound like an ignorant fucking asshole.
Straight racist.
I am who the fuck I am. I believe what I believe. There's no one that's going to change me. So when they try to protest for other people to believe what they believe, it's like, would you fucking get a hobby? Nobody wants to believe what you believe. We have our own fucking brain.
Yeah. But people don't. They want to share a brain. They want to, you know, believe in the same shit that this guy's been preaching to me, and I'll believe his bullshit.
People don't want to just do their own thing. You want to be down with the team and have everybody behind you.
Well, it's a group mentality. You want to be part of a group. And I think the people who are successful are the people who goes, fuck the group. I'm out for me.
Right, exactly.
I'm out for me.
But then they begin to get followers, and then somebody wants to be down with them.
Well, that's fine, but just so we're clear, I'm still down for me. You know?
Gotta go.
Let's see who this is. Superuglyshow.
This is life.
Oh my goodness, you're a real piece of shit. You know that?
I literally just did the show a half hour ago.
I love you, but you're a piece of fucking work. I got you.
Hello, who's this?
This is.
I'm sorry, it's still live on my screen.
What?
He said.
No, you're on. You're on. What's up?
Oh, okay. I just wanted to give a little input on the Black Hebrews.
Oh, thank you.
Who is this, by the way?
Oh, it's Michael from Modesto.
Oh, all right, cool. All right, yeah, go ahead. What do you know about this group?
Well, basically, they're not recognized as real Jews from the community, which is okay because they don't consider themselves regular Jews. They think they are direct descendants from ancient, Israelites from the actual biblical times.
Yeah.
So they think they're a higher part of the community.
Now, they have seen Jewish people, correct? Why would they think that they're descendants of them?
I have no clue.
That's so awkward.
Like, that's really weird, though. Like, no offense, but, Jews don't look anything like black people at all.
They think that the whites aren't really what the ancient Israelites look like. They think that it's all lies.
So all the descendants in Israel, and I know this isn't your belief, and I thank you for this information,
I really appreciate the call,
but
too.
all their descendants somehow aren't in Israel anymore, and there's like basically no black people in Israel at all, and somehow they're direct. That's insane. That's fucking crazy. How do you know about all this?
Actually, I have I wouldn't call him a friend, but I have met people from within the community.
Really? And you're from where?
Yeah. I'm from California, Modesto.
there's a big population of black Israelites out there. Like like I said, in Manhattan, I'll see every like fifth trip in, I'll see them on the corner doing their protest or their racial rhetoric. But other than that, I really never get any wind of these guys.
It'd be nice if one called
What my acquaintance was telling me was that they only identify themselves as Hebrew Israelites or Black Hebrews.
Okay.
And they were founded in the United States. They had nothing to do with the area where Jewish religion had came from. And most of the people in the group had converted to Judaism from Christianity or Catholicism.
You know this whole thing was set up as a tax scam. Some guy set this thing up as a tax scam, and it's just took off. Like Scientology and what's the Mormons.
All this shit.
Yeah.
More
power to them.
Totally. It seems like a bunch of bullshit.
Right, and honestly, listen, you want to believe what you want to believe, fine. Exactly. But to go scream it out in a fucking corner, go find something else. Nobody wants to listen to you.
You gotta be real.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about the people. They're black. What? Black people are aggressive the majority of the time.
And all people are aggressive.
It's in our nature.
All people are aggressive.
Between them and the CD guy.
I'm really happy you called in. Thank you so much for watching in California.
Yo, Mike, thanks for calling in, brother, and thanks for that info, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yep,
Talk soon, bye.
All right, thanks, man. Bye. But yeah, that black CD guy, you know the one I'm talking about. Yo, man, want this mixtape? Want my mixtape? Buy my mixtape. I'll sign it for you. And they hand it to you, and then they go $20 after they sign it.
Yeah, man.
And he's like, I didn't want this. And they're like, but I signed it. Now you got to give me.
Now you got to take it.
Yeah.
No, but it's the truth. I feel like it's really aggressive, and people need to mind their fucking business. Do what you want to do in your house. Do whatever you. But why do you want everybody else to?
It's America. Freedom of speech. You can do
as you
get a permit. You can speak as you want.
But why are you trying to change everybody to believe what you believe? That's what it is. They're
but
aggressively
isn't that what
trying
religion's
to
about?
Oh yeah, that's what all religions are.
Yeah, so when you have Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on your fucking
door, but the Catholics and Christians,
Muslims,
they're all the same.
Exactly.
They all aggressively try to get you.
Exactly. We want to bring you to our life. We want to make sure that you understand where we come from.
I don't
we want to
do
bring
that.
you that way.
Think about this.
Aggressively. They come and knock on your door on a Sunday morning.
That's
aggressive.
I know they do.
That's aggressive. You try to close the door, they act like they don't want to let you close it.
Excuse me, can we talk about Jesus?
I'm rude to them.
I have no bar on,
to
bitch. I don't want to talk about Jesus.
I'm super rude to them. But when we were getting our daughter christened, we had to go sit in on a church session.
Yeah.
It's crazy. As an adult, I sat in there and I go, "Oh, this is a cult."
Yes, exactly.
Because they all stand at the same time. They sing the songs when
they're told. And I believe in God. Don't get me wrong, but I don't need to go sit in a church and chant Him. Amen.
Yeah.
No, I'll talk to Him while I'm taking a shit. Thank
just
you.
like you got that cell phone, you can talk to God anywhere you say.
And Catholicism is a lot of like that, like monks chanting, like, and then the became da 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 da.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very weird, dude.
Very
I was just sitting there that one time as an adult and sat in a church session. I was like, this is fucked up.
If you want to praise, you can praise in your own way, anywhere you want to. That's the true belief in the higher power.
And it doesn't matter who you believe in. You can talk to them anyway. Okay, you want to call them God, you want to call them Allah, you want to call anything you want. But just you don't need to give people money and chant crazy weird things.
Exactly. They say money's the root of all evil, so that means money has no place in church. Don't you think so?
Of course.
Like I said, my higher power, I don't have my own religion, but I could call my higher power Blackers.
Think about how powerful the churches are. Think about how powerful the church
Blackers.
But think about this, because the Catholic Church is the world champion boy rapers, right?
That's a fact.
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
I spilled all over my chest.
Now, Harvey Weinstein raped a few girls in Hollywood, and all of Hollywood changed. Hollywood's a different place now. Movies are a different place. Entertainment is in a whole different place now.
He did it. Everybody's doing
why
it now.
Isn't?
I'm stopping.
But why isn't Catholicism like shut down? They're boy raping by the thousands.
Yeah.
Every year.
Any raping, boy or girl. Any raping. Please, don't fucking rape anybody, dude. If they don't want you, they don't want you.
Hey, why do you have to rape? It's 2019. You can go pay somebody to get.
You don't gotta pay. They got Tinder now. Bitches fuck for free.
You know what I mean? You know?
There's it's so funny. I actually.
Listen to all you rapos out there and you forceful people. Get some cash up. Pay somebody for what you want. Leave the people alone who don't want it.
Well, the funny you should say that.
You have a good radio voice. Do that again.
That's just all I was saying, just for you people out there.
Yeah, he's got
Just do
it.
what you
Yeah.
want.
That's that black eyed deep voice, that smooth voice.
I'm trying to come through real smooth.
Ladies, how's everybody doing tonight out there?
Yes.
Bring it back, you know. Bring it back.
All right. Well, speaking of virgins, an adult virgin threatened to kill as many girls as he could, says cops. Now look at this picture of this psychopath.
Yeah, he has no game.
He don't have game. He don't have anything. Obviously.
I'll just show you guys. I'll walk it over to the camera.
How old is he? How old is he?
We'll get to that. He's
Oh my
27.
27, bro.
Virgin.
Bro, you know what happened, bro? You know what happened? You can't see it. It's like really.
Closer.
There you go. Ah, man, listen.
27-year-old virgin, frustrated. You gotta love the Post. The Post is the best paper. If you don't read the Post every day or their articles, the way they write is fantastic. A frustrated creep was arrested. What kind of paper? Could you imagine the Times using that? A frustrated creep.
He ain't got a right to be frustrated.
Was arrested for threatening to kill as many women as possible because he's a 27-year-old virgin who's never had a girlfriend. Bruh. All I wanted was a girlfriend, not 1,000, not a bunch of hoes. I've never had a girlfriend before, and I'm still a virgin. Christopher Wayne Cleary wrote on Facebook, "This is why I'm planning on shooting up a public place soon and being the next mass shooter. I'm ready to die, and all the girls that turned me down," yeah, he wrote is going to make it right by killing as many girls as I see. There's nothing more dangerous than man ready to die. All right, now
listen. Can I say something? I wish that young man met me because in my time, you know what? I'm not an OG of. I'm not a player.
You would have got him
that.
laid though.
Listen, I would have took this punk ass motherfucker to a strip club.
Yeah.
You know, I would have found.
But he said, "I don't want a hoe."
You don't have to want a hoe.
It's nobody's fault that you have no game, motherfucker.
Well, that's the thing.
Listen.
And clearly this kid's a weirdo. Now, looking at that kid's picture, I said this before on Super Ugly. We've showed a picture. We were talking about this rape case. I put the picture up of the kid. I go, "That's a rape face." You look at that face, that's a rape face.
He kind of looks like a young version of the guy in Soprano's son.
But this kid, he's got that crazy look.
Yeah.
He's got, I'm a fucking spaced out fucking weirdo who probably like weirdly You ever seen a guy like the dude at work? You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The one that they were talking about was maybe he cranks in the bathroom,
for sure,
cleans up.
Yes, sir.
That look. That kid got that look.
Yeah,
that 1,000-yard stare where it's just a weird like.
There are just, I see people all the time where I look and go, there's definitely something wrong here, and I avoid situations at all costs.
Yeah.
But, when you see people like that and they say things like that, I hope that they had fucking taken him down.
Well, yeah, clearly they,
Because, get the fuck out of here. You can't make a threat like that.
To make a mass
shooting.
Oh, now I bet there's a list of women who do want to fucking slow down, ladies.
And
slow
you know
down.
what, though? That's facts, though.
He'll take you off the
because
kill
now
list.
crazy bitches will be throwing pussy at this fucking kid.
Oh, my God, be obsessed with me.
Yeah,
I'll take
I
your
bet you
virginity.
get a chick now.
But think about it. Like, Charles Manson got married in jail.
Oh, my God.
Charles Manson got married in jail.
After everything he did, too. Oh,
you know what I mean?
How could you fucking marry a man that butchered people like that? Like, fucking killed...
Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, a violent, vicious rapist, would get love letters sent to him by random women who told him that they love him and yada, yada, yada.
And you know why?
Because bitches are crazy.
All that odd, crazy shit that motherfuckers do that turns somebody on.
Girls are crazy.
You know?
They're
all crazy.
See, girls, they all like levels of that man craziness, but it's different levels. Like, like I have man craziness, but not on a level of anything really, and she tolerates it. But then there's women that, like a man that will punch him in the face.
Yes.
And they will like it.
Yeah,
they will pretend they don't.
They feel like that's when they love them.
And then you got women that are in love with serial killer, rapists, murderers, and
there are women that actually help. I've watched.
But they become
like
attracted to them because of that.
Yes, I know.
That's what's weird about women. Like, no guy is gonna be like, "Oh, that's the bitch that chops off dicks. I want to get in her pants."
Let me get a blowjob.
You know what I mean? Like
bitch.
Lorena Bobbitt, no guy's going, "Let me hook up with her."
Yeah, you want to get married?
You're the girl that cuts dicks off. I want nothing to do with you.
Unless you're a transgender man who wants your shit lopped off, then that's the way
But
to go.
if there was a guy that took Negan's bat from fucking Walking Dead and, barbed wire bat and raped a bunch of girls with that bat, There's women out there that would write him letters in jail and be like, I love you, I want to be with
that are
you.
into pain like that. But you're talking about a bat up their asshole. If someone could fit a bat in their asshole.
No, but I'm just
damn.
saying, I'm coming up with a horrific, grisly.
I understand what you're saying.
And that these women,
really gruesome,
because he did that, would be attracted to him
asshole.
now. If he was a big news story serial killer who was known, the barbed wire bat asshole fucker killer.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If he had that title, there would be girls out there that would go, I want to fuck this guy. I need to be with him. I love him. And that's crazy.
Wait.
This is a crazy world, isn't it?
Wait, the barbed wired bat
Butt fucker. Yeah.
Barbed wire bat butt fucker.
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting.
That would be a headline in the Post, though.
In
the Post, the
yeah.
barbed wire bat butt fucker strikes again.
Holy fuck. I'm reading this. I'm reading this.
Get out of here. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, so...
women are fucked up, though.
Women
You see
and
what I
men,
mean?
all right, men too.
No, but like I said,
But
no
girls-
man
yeah,
is...
yes, you're right. It's
No
crazy.
man...
We do the crazy shit.
Yeah.
We do the crazy shit. But it's y'all crazier asses that attracted to the crazy shit.
And
we do.
that typically make us do that crazy shit.
Get the fuck out. You know what? You can take that handshake right there and shove it right up your asses. Because that's not how it gets down, first of all. Second of all, I really don't want to forget to talk about that one other subject. So can we get to that?
Which other one? Refresh my
What is
memory.
What is it?
I'm sorry, I don't know which one you're referencing.
What it
Sun
do?
vanished.
What it?
We talked about that.
What?
We did not talk about that.
In Russia, baby.
That was Russia. That's a totally separate article.
The sun vanished.
Is
The Twitter account. The sun vanished in Russia too, though. That's why I went there. The Twitter account. No. There's this Twitter account.
We didn't talk about
It's called. Let me just find it exactly. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the sun vanished at Twitter.
It's a Twitter account.
And it's this weird, creepy Twitter account where this guy has a lot of alien type
Things going on.
Yeah.
It's been dark for months. There's no light ever. And
Was he in Alaska?
No. There was a few places. I saw Indianapolis, Virginia, England. There was a couple accounts attached to it, and my daughter actually brought it to my attention. So now I'm watching these pictures of people they saw standing outside. He heard noises, everything.
Now,
was black.
he also claims there's pictures that show up in his phone that he doesn't remember taking, that they just showed up there.
Yeah, he's just looking for some type of...
Now, hold up. See, I didn't know Anna brought this to your attention.
He's got 488,000 followers, and he follows 2 people. The other 2 people he follows are both, not following a lot, but they have followers, and these 2 men are documenting the same kind of pictures and videos that he's posting. And so I really wanted to find out more about this. So, they were all having the same story, and so I wanted to get into it more, and I started investigating more about the people. We actually found out that this is a story. This is a story. The whole thing.
Of course.
But the story, it doesn't tell you that this is a made-up story from a writer.
Well, baby, I'm sorry. I have got to stop you here. But when I was scrolling through this to do some research myself, I clearly saw this was bullshit.
But how did you clearly see that it was
Because
bullshit?
every video was black except for when flashing lights came, and then it went black again. There was nothing else.
Right. Well, outside pictures were all black, too.
And then they would just have...
on.
Yeah, but then they would have random pictures of, a post knocked over, and they would be like, look how this light post got knocked over. Things don't...
I can do that.
No, it's not just that. And the fact that you're acting like you didn't believe it till just now.
No, I believe it. First of all...
We were talking about it, and you were like, yeah, that's awesome. I got it. I got the article. You didn't say, that's bullshit.
He was
Because if I would have,
The
at
fact
the
that it would probably
time,
be
she would have got mad at me because why do you always do that and make me think, that you don't believe in... Because I don't believe in any of this. You know that, for one. So to even sit there and try to fabricate that I would believe in any of that shit for a second is...
It was a great story, and my moral is to bring this up. So if you guys go on, and don't think about our conversation tonight, just go on to The Sun Vanished on Twitter, and you'll see he's following 2 in this 488,000. This story had literally, I was getting feelings in my house as I was reading it, going, oh my god, this is so weird, it's so fucked up. It's that good.
See, I think it's a placebo effect where you do that to yourself, though, where you get something in your head, and then something, you just get a chill or something, and you equate it to, something else.
I feel energy, and I'm very clairvoyant, and I feel energy, and I feel different things like that. When I feel something, I immediately will remove it from my life, whether I'm making it up in my head or if it's really there. I will always do something to counteract it because that's just who I am.
Perfect example.
Go.
Me and my lady, we watched this series on Netflix, Sabrina.
The Teenage Witch.
Exactly.
Okay.
Every fucking night I watched this damn show, I had some damn demonic goddamn dreams.
Yeah. Yo, you know what I noticed as I got older?
Witch, demonic dream.
Yeah.
But as I got older,
Every fucking night.
I noticed that when I watch horror movies and stuff like that, I'll have dreams of that.
Exactly.
But why is it never like, you know, when you watch something, you know, whatever. It's never that. It's always just horrible nightmares.
Exactly, because whatever the last thing.
It's
on your
never
mind,
like I
your
watched
mind
Willy
plays a
Wonka
trick
and I'm in the chocolate
Yeah,
factory
you know what?
now.
That's a fact. I never went to the fucking chocolate
It
factory.
doesn't happen. It doesn't
You
happen.
feel me? When I watched the Power Rangers movie with my son, I didn't wake up thinking I was
and
the
I'm a
Black
Power
Ranger.
Ranger. Exactly.
The Black
kicking
Ranger.
ass.
It's only the horror movies that I have nightmares
Exactly.
It's the truth. Or if I
Why
watch
is that?
shows like that, I'm telling you, I'll bless my house. I'll walk around with sage and bells. I'm not kidding. I'll be like, you know what? You're right. I did feel that
I
Now,
heard
energy.
you
let me
also
ask
walk
you a
around with
question
sage and
now.
bells before
And
I
I'm
come
not
over
bringing
here.
up the discussion we have, but something clicked in my head that girls do. And Richie actually did it to me just before.
He did something girls do.
Yeah.
He always do.
So
things.
well, it was kind of the same situation. I'll explain. Now, before I asked my wife something, it was a very simple yes or no question.
Of course.
Does this, and it's yes or no. She starts going into this whole side story, explaining, leading
The
up
wives do.
up to the point in question. No, hold, let me talk.
I don't want you to.
No, I'm not talking about anything about that. I'm talking about the fact that I noticed that this is something girls do, and Richie did it too. Like I go, Rich, just show me how to put the screen on so I can show what we're looking at on the internet. And all he had to do was just click 2 buttons. Like click on the YouTube thing and click it up like anything normal.
Yeah.
So Richie starts going, oh, well, what you got to do is you got to go here and go to YouTube and do this and that. And I'm like, yo,
Bro,
all you need to tell me is click that up too. I just want to get this there.
All right, I get it. But so what I'm explaining, so you ask a question, then I try to explain it, and you don't want to fucking hear how
Because
I
the
explain
question
it.
I asked was yes or no.
Yeah, but that's the answer you were looking for, but that's not the answer I wanted to give you. I wanted to give you the answer that was coming out of my fucking mouth.
Yes, but the answer coming out of your mouth was a long-winded explanation that had nothing to do with the question I was
It
asking.
did have a lot to do with the question you were asking because you asked the question thinking that this one thing was like everything, and it's not. And
No, I was trying to find out
I'm
details.
not even joking when I tell you that the fact that you brought this up put a thorn in my side.
Really?
Really fucked up.
Really?
Yes.
No, I was
Yes.
doing a
Because
boy-girl
you know what?
thing.
No, you
Why?
weren't.
Yes,
And
I was.
You weren't.
Yes, I
You
was.
were. Stop. You were just poking the fucking tiger.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you
What
were.
I was doing is trying to figure out why, when a girl gets asked a simple yes or no
Why
question,
is it just a girl? What do you think you do?
Richie did it.
if it's a yes or no, I'm going to say yes or no. And I also said Richie did it also, kind of.
It doesn't matter. You just said women, though.
But-
You're making it a general
All
thing.
right, fine. But why is it that mostly women and sometimes men, when you ask them a certain yes or no,
I'm trying to make it
you know, it should just be yes or no. You have to get this whole explanation before.
It shouldn't be yes or no, because if you ask a question and I have to tell you the basis to what happened before that question that would answer the question, you listen to that because you fucking asked.
No, because the question I was asking had nothing to do
Yes,
really
it
with
did.
anything
I
else.
feel like we're
Yes,
getting on a
it
new
did.
subject here.
No, we're not. We're not.
Now,
It's
what
just,
is
you know,
this
something
he
I
said?
noticed.
He's
But
using
We're not
Stop.
teaming.
but girls will do that a lot.
Just so everybody knows, my husband's using something that I told him in confidence right now that he should never even fucking brought up.
He didn't bring
And
up the
yes, he
exact
did.
subject.
But
I know,
we
I'm not
just
in
had
general.
the discussion, and now you're playing with an open wound, and I am not
I
happy
am
about
not.
it.
It was more of a women guy
I'm not
thing,
happy about
and
it.
why
and it's the
women
end
do
of the
that.
show, and guess what?
Oh,
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Oh,
Everybody,
stop.
listen.
Where she wants to talk to me, so
You
let's
see-
continue on the show and end it
Honey,
properly.
Get off me.
But you,
I don't like when you're touching me.
I'm your brother.
I feel like you're getting a cheap feel. Get off.
Oh my God, is she serious?
but
Yeah, this
no,
is
all I
getting
was,
a
I
little-
really wasn't trying to do any hostile.
We're gonna throw this out and say, guys, I really appreciate it. I feel like I had a whole bunch of new people in here tonight because
Mike from Modesto.
yeah, I really do
Unbelievable,
appreciate that,
guys.
Colin. It's super fun and awesome when people join into the conversation. And
Can I get a second,
next
please?
week, I will let everybody know if we get back in touch with Corey Feldman. I want to throw out there, of course, don't forget strengthandsparkle.com for any makeup you see on me. It's unique by Christine. Sweet Temptations by Nikki if you need anything baked. Long Island, New York, of course. And
fantastic pastries.
She's amazing at baking. She is Sweet Temptations by Nikki on Instagram. And also, don't forget to go to our Twitters, Jrabbit55, Rock, Super Ugly, and Superuglyshow. And we love our supporters, Carl Louise, EB, and of course, Opie Radio, and all of our fans. I can name 50,000 of you. I love you all.
Whoa.
50,000. I mean, I'm a 15.
50,000.
You're a 20-something. We're close.
Yeah.
We're close.
Yeah,
To
combination. That's shit.
we this is what we do. We do it all day.
Oh, sure.
Thank you, Khalif, for
High
coming
fives,
in.
high fives.
You fucking pain in my ass. He did get a backhand.
Yeah, I'm a pain in her ass.
I really wasn't trying to pick a fight. I was just making an observation.
Forget that. And you know what I want to
No,
do?
that
People.
observation you're making is very general.
Please comment. Please comment.
If you ask a question,
If you think that I was trying to get a cheat
be prepared to
pill.
fucking answer the way you get the answer. You can't tell somebody how they're supposed to answer because that's what you want to hear.
No, but I understand that. I'm not saying just in that situation. A lot of times where you'll be like, it's either A or B. And you can't just decide on A or B. You have to like go through this whole thing.
Because maybe there's something before it.
Can I
But as men, but this is what I mean. As men, we're not patient like that. Like we don't want to hear all that. That's why we asked it.
We don't want to hear. You think I fucking want to hear?
But
everything
that's
you
why
say?
That's why we
Ladies,
asked it.
you know
That's
what?
why we asked it the way we asked it.
Done.
Extend it. Stop, stay. And this is what it is. I have a question. It's simple. It's like if I ask my lady, what do you want to eat tonight, McDonald's or Wendy's? And it's like, well, I don't want McDonald's because my son always gets French fries. Instead, I want him to eat something more healthy.
All you have to tell me is I don't want to get McDonald's.
Bow. That's what we're saying.
That's all
You
you
know
gotta
what?
tell
Fuck
me.
you both. Because that's inappropriate. It's the truth. It's inappropriate to say how we're supposed to react.
You didn't
and
say
answer.
supposed to. We didn't
this
say
is-
you're
No,
supposed
and what
to.
I'm saying is, again, this goes back to the species thing. That men are just like, just get to it. You know,
So
like...
we
This
That's
is
the
not
point.
why I married him. I want everybody to know.
No. Perfect example the way men and women go shopping. You go shopping, what do?
I get what I want to get the fuck
In and out.
What
Back,
about,
in and out.
Oh, and I don't?
You do. You're the exception.
Fucking generalizing.
You're
That's
the
not
exception.
Fair. I go to the store when I have to go, and I'm in and out. And
Yes.
I'm not that prissy pop.
No, you're not.
Bitch.
You're not.
No, we never said that.
But
Never
what I'm
said
saying
that.
is you don't really you sometimes will stop and look at shit and I go, you're gonna buy it, like intend on buying this?
It's okay.
No, I'm just
It's
looking.
normal. It's your nature.
Why are you just looking?
Motherfucker, you look.
But like I only look at things that I'm like, maybe I'll buy this.
I'm looking for what I'm gonna go get.
Bullshit. And you know what? Both of you? Get the fuck out of here.
Even though she's gonna kick me out by the end of the
Get the
night, she
fuck
still
outta
loves me, and I will be here tomorrow.
No, but I wanted you to know, like I wasn't coming at a hostile place. It was more
No,
of
you
a
weren't. You were coming at Rocky's place being fucking funny.
No, I'm trying to add to the show and have a topic that men and women can discuss.
I agree, and I think they should discuss it.
But you don't have
And
to get
I'm
all
gonna-
uptight about it. You
Uptight?
got twisted
I'm not
about
uptight
it.
about it.
You know
I'm
what?
uptight at where it came from, Rocky, and that's why. Don't. You used ammo from something very sensitive to me.
No, it made me think of the
Hey.
subject.
Shut up if you don't know what we're talking about.
I'm talking about the lock camera part.
What about it?
Yeah, I mean, if this can be a subject for another day.
Well, no, it's a subject right now. It has been.
You know what? We have to remember he can't be on the show.
No,
We'll
no.
remember that next time.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Anyway, guys, listen, we really appreciate you coming. I really did have a good time.
No, this was a great show. It honestly
It was
was.
a great time. I have a lot of good things that'll come up next week from this, hopefully. And don't forget, tune back in at superuglyshow.com for all your merchandise. Check it out. I made some
Buy our shit.
phone cases, mugs, fucking hoodies, leggings, stickers,
T-shirts, all sorts of
You gotta
shit.
Go.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Twitters, follow.
Yes, facts, and you should fox with them because I fox with them.
And we're foxes.
And we fox with each other.
That's what we do if you fox with each other. People, have a good night. Check us out. See you later. Bye.